Grim. Beat Permitta pretty comfortably, 2-0. Tell me a bit about that series, though.
We just went in and we told ourselves for a game. We just need to focus on ourselves and play our game. We went over like a little bit of prep, or prepped a little for them, but not too much in depth because we knew we're the better team, so we just have to play our game. But we were a bit surprised by the veto because they let us get CT on the both starting two maps. I know they might have had some game plan, but in my opinion, that's always a mistake, letting the better team get CT side in a series. So we just went in with confidence, knowing that we had CT side, and closed it out pretty convincingly.
Yesterday we had some issues with the whole game with Big. Tell me, as a team with such a short turnover into today's game, what was it like kind of trying to bounce back that quickly?
I'd say that we just talked about it and we're like, there was definitely some unlucky things that happened. But one thing we went over is we had to fix our CT side in Anubis because that costed us in the Navi game as well as the big game now. So I'd say we just talked about that and we were pretty level-headed about it. Obviously, some people were heated a little bit after the game because an issue like that where tech pauses aren't being called on such a swing round like that could influence the game, especially when we lost by like 3 rounds. Obviously, winning pistols helps too, but I'd say we just like mentally reset and just focus on the next game and just like kind of brush that one away like it didn't happen.
You guys are going to have ENCE tomorrow. They were a team that you guys beat in your great Pro League run. Tell me about like the kind of matchup that you guys are going to have against them tomorrow.
I personally think we have a good matchup against them in our map pool, but I'm feeling confident going up against them because, like you said, last time we played them, I know they were a newer team, but we beat them pretty convincingly. I think on Nuke we were up like 42 though and almost threw it, but good thing we closed it. But I think that our whole team's going to go in confident, obviously not underestimating them, but we're going to bring the same game we did today, and we definitely need to up it against a team like ENCE to beat them. But I think that with our prep and our game plan, we can beat them.
Back at the RMR, that was your kind of introduction to Halzerk, and we all kind of saw the bromance that you two had. What's that been like kind of now that you had the time off over the player break? Has that bromance kind of grown even more?
I'd say so. I mean, he's just like a nice guy. Like he's an awesome guy. I mean, pretty much anyone can like be friends with him because he's just got that type of personality. So I think for someone like me and I'm sitting next to him, it's really easy to like catch on to his like funny things. Like he's a super natural, funny guy. So it's just nice sitting next to him. It's nice to have him on the team because the mood's always light. Like before each game, he's always changing his desk height, his monitor settings. Like today, he was on like 4 different black bars on the monitor. So he's just a troll guy, and it's awesome to have him on the team.
For you personally as a player, you were one of the most improved players on LAN last season. What's that been like for you, seeing your form kind of step up in this complexity roster?
It's definitely been nice because I know that if I work hard enough, I could be a top 20 player, and I think that with time, I can definitely accomplish that. I think this year's there's definitely a good start to that, but I'm not perfect yet. I'm not even close, so I need to keep growing and grow into the potential that I know I can be, because I know like the ceiling is super high for me, so I just have to keep grinding, putting my head down, reviewing the mistakes, and just try to be the best I can be. But it means a lot that I'm able to perform like that because I've always wanted to, and I know I had the potential, but I needed to actually show it on the server, which I think I'm doing now.
With the start of 2023, JT as an IGL and Tian as a coach, they've had a pretty good like duo together. Tell me a bit about like the preparation that they put in coming into the start of this season.
Yeah, so I think our prep is really good. It's one of our best qualities. We watch the demos and we like Tion TC, he brings some stuff up for us to talk about, and he asks JT like what he wants to do, like how he wants to lead the T sides, like any anti-ecos, any specific pistols we want to run. I think it helps a lot having like a good solid game plan going into a game, especially a map. And I think they do a really good job prepping, but I have to give some credit to our analyst Anton. He does a lot for us. Like he'll set like some months he'll literally watch like 200 plus demos in a month, like just like seeing if we have like a bunch of tournaments, obviously like he'll watch more demos. But I think our prep team is really good, and I think that the way we prep's nice because each individual gets a say in like their spot and what they want to do and how it would work for like the whole big picture of the team. So I think it's really good.
And one final question, just based on the whole year for complexity, what do you think is the big goal for you guys as a team?
I think it's to make both majors right away. Like we think that we definitely could have made the major last time, and we were all obviously disappointed and sad that we didn't. So definitely making the majors, both of them this year. But I think also making it to more playoffs and events and having some more big wins and not choking games away like we did against Navi. I think that's a good start for us. Definitely making more playoffs and definitely making the majors for sure.